I just had to jump on and give a quick little disclaimer because when I recorded this video, I'm talking. When I recorded this video, I chose to do 12 rebrand designs. I didn't think it was a lot. Spoiler alert, it may be too much. So I had to cut 2 of the brands, and I didn't want you to notice and think it was weird. So I thought I would explain myself to you. Grab a snack, fold some laundry, do what you gotta do, have a good time, and I guess that's it. Look, this is my shirt. It's Timothy Chalamet. Do you like it? Okay, I'm so sorry. Have a good time. Love you. Bye. I just had a full cup of coffee. It is 7 p.m. I'm not doing well. Okay, hi, hello, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Brianna. I like design, amongst other things, and we're gonna be the bestest of friends. I'm not really giving you a choice. Today, what are we doing? What are we talking about? We are talking about rebranding. Listen, I didn't know I was gonna be as passionate about this video as I am, but as I was doing my research on just the best and the worst rebrands in recent years, I just realized how much I care. This is why I care. Sometimes things need a little shaking up because times change, consumers change, and you want to make sure that you're, keeping up with what's going on, all right? You don't want to get caught behind. But sometimes brands make changes when nobody asks them to, and they create abominations. If it was not obvious by what I put as the background of this video, who I might be talking about, I'm just gonna say it. I hate X. It's been horrifying for a while now. The change happened a while ago, and I'm still not over it. I'm still very upset. We have Threads. It's okay. It's fine. I actually like Threads. I'm gonna be the first to say it. No, I'm not the first to say it, but I like Threads. I feel like it does the job. It fills the gap in my hole. There is no way I just said the gap in my hole. Girl, what? My point to this entire tirade was that branding matters, and when you do it badly, it hurts. It hurts your consumers. It's not just about a logo redesign, by the way. It's about the identity of the brand. It's about the personality that the brand takes on. Sometimes it's changing the way an app feels or, the user interface. I don't know if I said that right at all. We are gonna put together a little bit of a tier list of the best and worst rebrands. Now, we don't actually have a lot of companies to go over. We have 12 brands that we're going over today. Will we do more in the future? Potentially. Possibly. But right now, we're just gonna keep it to 12 because I just sort of wanna yap a little bit. But I don't want to yap for too long, so this is what we're doing. Let me introduce you to the tier list. At the top of the tier list, we have, now this is acceptable, thank you, because we always want to thank designers for their good work. And then at the second ranking, we have, wait, why do I love this? Because sometimes you don't think you're gonna love it, but then you do. You're like, oh wait, I didn't know this needed to be changed, but it did. It did. The third category is titled Not Bad, Actually Like This, right? So it's a little less strong. It's not I love this, but not bad. I like this. Then we have Is the Rebrand in the Room with Us? Because somebody had to ask. Somebody had to ask, and it's gonna be me. The next tier is I don't really want to talk about it, which is kind of contradictory to this whole video. I'm sorry. Didn't really put too much thought into that title, and it's clear. The next tier is why. Who did this? Sometimes when you see a rebrand that's so bad that you just want to know who designed it, who did this? Who did this? Who did this to you? And then at the very, very bottom, we have Let This Be Forgotten and Erased from the History of Mankind. May it burn in... I misspelled something. We're gonna forget it's there. Thank you. Let this be forgotten and erased from the history of mankind. May it be burned in the fiery pits of branding hell. So yeah, that is the tier list. That's what we have going on. Let's just hop right in. Let's just let's just get to it. Ooh, should we start with snapple? Because I have some words. I definitely have some words on that one. I'm gonna just go out on a limb and say this is not good. This is not good and doesn't make me happy. Here's the thing, I actually feel a little bit conflicted because there are certain parts of the brand redesign that I like I like the new logo a lot better. Well, even though it's nicer, it doesn't capture that same like friendly, warm feeling. But what I really want to talk about with this rebrand is the packaging. The packaging is horrifying. It totally cheapens it, and I feel like they're trying to go for like a more modern look and feel, which is like the direction that every company is going in. A good branding is something that it's not just visually on trend with times, but also it really maintains the identity of the brand, the voice of the brand. And some of those voices do lean towards more of like an old-fashioned look. So like it doesn't really make sense to move in that direction as a brand. I guess I'll put that in the I don't really want to talk about it. Because I don't. Sorry. Even though I just yapped, I don't want to talk about it anymore. We can put that there. Ooh, let's go over Nokia, because I thought that this was absolutely ridiculous. So this is the Nokia rebrand, and they actually did this in 2023. Now, I have very, very mixed feelings on this. I'm gonna say right off the bat, the general consensus of my little brain cells is that we don't like this. But I understand why a rebrand is necessary. The old logo, it's giving old. It's giving 2000s, and that's not necessarily a problem. But it's giving dying brand. Oh my god, should I do a rebrand design for Nokia? Maybe. Future video alert. Subscribe. Okay, sorry. It definitely gives like technology company, but it just doesn't hit. It's too designy. A really good rule of thumb for logos, it shouldn't be overly complicated. Like, you should look at it and like get it immediately. And I just don't get it, and I never will. Sorry. I disagree. I would actually like to hear your thoughts on this, because I mean, like, I would just like to hear your thoughts in general. Just comment down below, say hi. I don't really want to talk about it because it's not that harsh. It's not like horrible. It's not horrifying. Like, I don't need to know who designed it, but like, they definitely shouldn't have done it. They definitely should have not made that decision. Anyway, ooh, let's do 7-Up. So 7-Up. 7-Up. I actually really like this rebrand because I just feel like they really understood the assignment. They did go the direction of like making it more modern and turning it into more of like a flat looking shape, but they did it in a way that retains what makes it interesting. That, my friends, is what I feel like is missing in so many rebrands where they're trying to push for a more modern aesthetic, is that they lose the personality. We didn't want you to do that. Nobody asked for that. You know what I mean? They came correct. They have this new look. It feels modern. It's still fun. It looks clean. It's just good. It's just good. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Next. Oh, wait, we have to actually put it somewhere on the tier list. Okay. Is it love? Is it love? I don't know. I'm gonna put this in the wait, why do I love this? Wait, why do I love this? You know why? Because it's good. Let's handle another soda brand. Spoiler alert. We're not happy with them. This is Fanta. Don't tell me you like their new brand design, because I know you don't, because nobody does, right? I cannot imagine that anybody is happy with this, because I'm not. Here's a before and after. This old Fanta logo, this was from 2008. If you look at like the entire font history of Fanta, that 2008, 2010 logo kind of is able to retain the funness of the fonts before it, but it still looks clean. And this new abomination that they got going on, why of all the directions did you choose this? The letters look too blocky, but they don't look like super fun. This is such a hard no. It needs to be sinned severely. I definitely would say like, why? Like, why? Who did this to you? I actually don't want to know who did this to you. So we're gonna put that right there. That's Fanta. Let's actually go to one that I feel like I'm sort of in the middle here, which would be Dunkin. The rebrand here is actually really subtle, which I really like. Instead of being Dunkin' Donuts, they've removed the donuts. They just call it Dunkin'. That's a very specific thing that a lot of brands do over the course of time. Is if you look at a brand like Starbucks coffee, right? They've dropped the coffee. This is sort of the same thing where they're just dropping the donuts because like Dunkin' just is known for so many more things than donuts. If anything, I would say their donuts are maybe one of the things that they shouldn't be known for. I like that they kept the apostrophe in there, and I like that they still retain that color, and if anything, it's more vibrant now, which I like. Should it be not bad actually like this, or should it be is the rebrand in the room with us? Do you know the answer? Because I don't. It leans for me towards not bad actually like this, because I feel like even though it's really simple and the change is barely noticeable, it definitely is going in a good direction. A win is a win. Another one that's middle down the road and kind of does the same thing, which is Crumble. It's like the same thing as the Dunkin' Donuts where they took away the cookies, and I like that. I like that direction. And there's also a lot of different stylistic things they did with the rebrand. I think they definitely made a good choice in this direction, but I really do like this little guy right here. I really do like him. If I'm being completely honest, this definitely does fall more in the realm of, is the rebrand in the room with us? Is it? Do you know? But it's almost barely noticeable. So I hope they didn't spend a lot of money on it. Do we do Gap? Do we do it? Gap's rebrand was so bad that they had to change the logo back like 6 days later. Imagine spending thousands, hundreds of thousands, potentially millions on a logo redesign just to change it back 6 days later. Like, that's horrifying. Like, I feel like that is a brand nightmare. But I'm glad that they pulled it back together. I think this was in 2010, so this is actually a really long time ago. This is actually like really late, but I just wanted to kind of talk about it. This is an example of a brand trying to go the whole like modern minimalistic route and just not doing it well, just totally missing the mark. This new logo has like zero personality. It literally is go girl, give us nothing. That is what this is. And they lost so much money from this, and that is the lesson. That is the lesson. You don't want to lose money? Don't do this. Don't do that. This is gonna be let this be forgotten. This is gonna be that. They even wanted to forget it. That's why they changed it back so quick. 10 years later though, and I'm still talking about it. Redo Facebook into Meta. I like this. I like this quite a bit. Facebook, it's a social media app, but then it also started monopolizing all these other social apps. So it was kind of getting to like a weird place where it was like, kind of felt like two different brands. Like it's like a parent company and then the company inside the parent company. And I didn't like that. So I'm actually kind of a fan. I actually like the Meta logo. It being a new brand and it being called Meta falls in line more with like the direction that the company seems to be interested in taking moving forward. So this is good, but there's not really much to say about it, but it is good. I'll put it in actually like this. I actually like it, Mark. I do.
Sorry, my Prada's in the cleaners, along with my hoodie and my fuck you flip-flops, you pretentious douchebag.
I'm gonna do the HBO Max one. I don't like this. I don't. Do you? Like, why? We'll put it in. I don't really want to talk about it, because I think out of all the brands, I had the least to say about that one. And now that brings us to the last brand that is on the chopping block today, which is X. Do I need to explain myself further? I don't think so. This is my tier list. This is it. This was fun. I really just enjoyed yapping to you. Thank you for letting me do it, and I hope I can yap again with you soon. No, but I'm actually genuinely curious to hear your thoughts on this. Sound off below. Let me know if you agree or if you disagree. I officially have yapped enough. I have taken all the yap out of me, and now I am ready for slumber. Goodbye. See you again.